What a sunny, sunny day. Right, oh look at that. It's the last thing I ripped. So I'm just gonna take a fag paper off this. Check it's all hooked up. Running like a dream. Or I can flick it in manual. Beautiful. Wow, will ya? Bang that back in the van. Man, these things are heavy. Right, let's give you a different angle. Right guys, so 19.9 mil. And let's go back up here and let's see what this makes of it. So now that I've planed it to thickness, I need to rip it into lengths. And for that, I'm just going to pick 16 mil and then plane it up into 12 mil bits, I think. It's looking kind of sunny out here today, guys. I feel like maybe we should put some sunnies on you guys. Look at that. Oh, wow, well, will you? Right, so we have, let's get some more of it. We have ripped this down into what looks like squares, but it's not. So I can see that that's smooth and that's rough. So I need to plane this down. That piece, no good. These pieces, yeah, they're just about good. Anywho, we need to knock these down a bit. So let's get to it. Let's play a time lapse. Right guys, so now we've made our lipping up. The idea behind this is I pick the best looking side and we literally, what it says on the tin, lip it. So now I need to mark all this up. Right, where's the glue? Didn't put the pins in the gun. Where's the pins for the gun? There they are. to you guys as DIYers, would you probably just have to use pins? It's just no bother. But yeah, if you're professional, you use one of these because it sort of guarantees you knock the pin under. Right, there's a bit of lipping on the bottom. Right, let's stand you guys up a bit. See a little bit better there? Yeah, hopefully. Right, so now, put a little bit on this corner. So, I'll glue the life out of my bits, lipping. Then the first one I just try and knock in straight. And then I angle from here on. Yeah, I just feel by hand, neaten everything up. And that's what I mean, guys, about when you're putting pins in, even if you're knocking them in by hand, 45 them, tosh nail them, and then they can't pull straight back out. If you imagine that went in there like that, comes straight back out, the same as squeaky floorboards. But if you nail one like that, well, that's got to travel up and out. And then if you put the other one like that, that's got to travel down and out. Now it can't move. There's another one cut to length. So now let's glue this one up. But let's glue this up differently. So there's no right or wrong way. Makes no odds whether you glue this or this. All that's important is that it glues well. So, don't need a lot. Then I just flatten this out. Right, here we go. Now then, here's my top trick. So up here, this last one I don't actually fix, so that if I want to close the mitre up or let it swell a little bit and sand it down, I've got freedom. But let's get that top in. Right, let's get this last piece in. Then my feet can stay on the ground. Lovely, beautiful. That's how I do my edges. Now let's get the side in. We nearly forgot to show you guys, but we now just do an infill panel, infilling strip. Oh, that's not good for the rubber. The Paslode hammer. You watch me hit this too hard now. That's got it all under control. Lovely. Right then guys, let's have a recap, let's have a chat. So, most importantly, when you're doing this, you want to be able to hold the stuff square. Let's start from the start. When you cut, you've got to make everything uniform. Repeat cuts, make it all square, lay your panels together, make sure they all match, so that you know you're building a square unit. Then, using clamps like this, I'll drop a link below. You want to make sure that you're clamping everything up square. So, you know, I can put that there, or I can put that there and be closer to my 90, or if I want strength, I can come all the way out here. As long as it is broad, really. Depends what you're clamping and where. And then, because you can't help the nature of the beast of the material, you're going to expose end grain. You can lip with softwood, you can lip with oak, or lip with something like hardwood. But you've got to be able to machine this up, or in some way get it down to this size, or buy it in this size. Camera cut out there, guys. Yeah, if you want to do it like this and you're a DIY, you've somehow got to be able to machine this up to this size to achieve that. Other than that, guys, make sure you're upright, make sure you're plumb, check diagonals for square and being upright. I highly recommend, it's not out, using something like a laser level that floats level, and then you can lip, and then if you haven't got a pin gun, just normal pins, don't use screws. Screws pull in and then puncture and then split. Screws are not really the ideal thing for this. And then if you get any excess glue, wipe it down. If you're painting and decorating, it's not the end of the world if you get glue on them. Try not to get glue on them, obviously, because it looks much, much prettier. But if you do, some stuff like this, that'll take the glue straight off. I like those wipes. If I plaster, these are quite oily, quite greasy. When it comes to stuff on glass, it pulls it off quite well, safely as well. It pulls it off safely. So yeah, sockets in. Divide here for tool hoovers, ironing boards, anything. Then we're going to get some shelves in here that you can move like you could in any other unit. And then we need to get some doors on. See you in the next one, guys. And another thing to add, when you measure these up, guys, to install them, you need to have clearance from the floor to the ceiling to like stand it upright. So like from this furthest point at the front here, diagonally up to there, if I was to tip this forwards, it just brushes the ceiling. So as much as I like to go higher, that's what stops you going higher. So I'm just going to infill that big end panel on the end here and some lovely doors and shelves. Right, now then YouTube. Me que é meu amigo. I think I got that right. If I didn't, and you can speak Portuguese, correct me. Meant to be like, sup my friend. So I need some doors at 280, but I also need to take off the fact that I'm going to lip them. So, who's good at maths? iPhone 14s are, smartwatches are. The teacher that said I'd never have a calculator in my pocket back in the 90s, but we'd do this one on paper just for you guys. 280 minus 24, because we want two lots of 12 mil. We've got a left and a right, and then we're going to work out the height. If I rhyme any more, I might be a rapper, it might take flight. Shut up, Charlie. Right, minus 24, 4. So 0 minus 4 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. Now how does this work? Because I've got to carry something over, haven't I? You tell I didn't listen at school. Just get your damn calculator out. 280 minus 24. 256. Well, that's, because I would have carried the one over from the, yeah, right. 256. Get yourself some Weetabix. Then, back to the dog and bone. Text the wifey for lifey. 2185 high minus 24. 2185 minus 24. 2161. Yeah. 450. Got a real good show for y'all today. If you don't watch those twins, you should watch those twins. They are the best. 426. Right. Let's do some big rips. Big dips. Oh, you just fit. I was going to ask you guys to move then. I'll let you off. Tight squeeze, but we'll let you off. This is going to make a mess. Naughty stuff, this MDF. Banded America. Medium density fiberboard. 426. I want that twice. And then I want 256. What am I doing with my life? What is it? 426. 400. Got my Australian tape out today, guys. 420. Don't mind if it's a little small. We don't mind if it's a little small. Right, let's take flight. Let's change the angles up a bit. Switch positions. Hold tight, because I like to do some trick shots. So, see how this one turns out. Right, another question. So a lot of you guys ask about my 40 volt tools, and they are brilliant, but like anything, maintenance is key. And there's only one way you can keep things maintained, and that's by doing it regularly. So I'm going to show you quickly how easy it is to change these strips on these boards. I go through, this one's only a metre, so it's quite easy and quite nice to change sometimes. But there we go, right. So once that's on there like that, I peel this back here, like so. This is the only letdown, that tends to rip. Oh, don't rip. Come on, mate. Right. If you love your tools, guys, and you look after your tools, then your tools should, in return, look after you. Where's old Niff? Here we go, drive. Get the Niff on it. Neatly trim that away. Let's make sure that this there is trimmed away. Right, and here's the little trick. Or here's how easy these are to set up, I should say. Put that there, hang that over the edge, over the edge, over the edge. Grab the saw, and literally plunge. So yeah, get your saw set up, get ready to plunge, and then once you're ready, go. Wowawooya. Then, using this lovely handy little tool. Then we come along here, we set that on that line, set that on that line. Nicely. Right, let's get set up to router these doors. Blow the dust away. Catch. Right. Again, can't tell you enough. Be careful you don't smack it. And then we go again. Right then, bruv. And that, guys, is how I make these shaker style doors. But we're not done yet. Where's that pin gun? Get that glue. Right, lipping. Fingers. Right, there's that. Now then, now I need to do a long lip. Alright, that's going to go in there. It's going to go in there, that's going to go in there. Alright, so now I need to mark this top edge. And then guys, once that's done, now we give it a sand. Boom. Am I looking good, guys? I'll tell you why I'm looking good. So we've got some new kit. We've now got a key light. We're making some upgrades, as we always do. I'm going to try and repair my drone. NASA, if you're watching, I'm not your pilot you need.
Λοιπόν, με το που το κλείσω, το drone θα γυρίσει ακριβώς.
Yeah, crashed another one. It's been a good week. I'm trying to keep ahead. You probably noticed these premieres are coming up. So, like, please, guys, if you guys comment, because Michael Johnson, you come up with some awesome jokes. And apologies, but like, yeah, I'm miles ahead. So, like, you're probably expecting it to be in the next video. I'm miles ahead. We are about to start the kitchen, but you guys are still going to be watching like what I've been doing at this last job. And there's some awesome bits. I've never actually. It's not that I've never ever done. It's like I do something and then I can always find some way of making it better. Some of you guys in the comments are calling me out for my PPE and calling me out with advice. You're cool to do that. I respect that. I don't know everything and I humbly accept that, but I politely think I know quite a lot and I will take everything with a pinch of salt. You comment whatever you want and at the same time I'll listen to whatever I want. I just super appreciate you guys getting involved. The channel is growing really, really well, thanks to my mistake with the leaky floor. If you haven't seen that one, I'll try and put it at the end of this video. But I guess you guys are all here for the riddle. And if you have made it this far, you're a legend. Smash that like button because it really helps the channel out. And this week's riddle, I'm really confused whether I've said this one before, but I quite like it, so I'm going to say it again. So, what's made of rubber, handed out at some schools, and exists to prevent mistakes? Oh, Michael Johnson. I'm getting this one off Google, but I bet Michael Johnson knows this one. And absolutely, I laugh at some of yours that you comment, but politely. Some of them I've heard, and I probably have used a few of them. I have used before in some earlier videos. We've done about 50-something videos now. Anyway, waffling. Back to the riddle. So, what's made of rubber, handed out at some schools, and exists to prevent mistakes? What am I? If you think you know the answer, comment below. And if you want some more time, pause the video. If not, here comes the answer, guys. So, what's made of rubber, handed out at some schools, and exists to prevent mistakes? The answer is an eraser. Oh, these are good. These are real good. They tickle me. I hope they tickle you guys too. Thanks for getting involved, guys. Channel's growing really well. Super happy with how the channel's going. Hope you guys are too. Honestly, if there's anything you want to see, I've had some comments on block paving that I will try and educate you guys on. Like, I can't, if you guys are making it this far, for my regular viewers, thank you. I can't tell you enough how wide and vast my knowledge is. Don't want to willy wave, but you know, I could basically strip off land all the way to here's your keys to your new house. That's the scope of how much work I've overseen, working on building sites and working with my old employer and builders and stuff. So as much as it's CP Carpentry,
I'm very much in construction. You can obviously see I understand plumbing and electrics very well. By no means am I qualified in that, but I understand it enough to be safe. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for getting involved. Super appreciate all your comments and your engagement. Keep smashing that like button and we're going to keep growing. And if there's anything you want to see, drop a comment below and I'll try and do my best to make it happen. There's no such thing as a silly question. Just get involved, guys. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.